Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm super happy that you're here today. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, aka Foxgrove, and we make cozy gaming content here on this channel. Today we're going to be doing a little speed build on my Animal Crossing island of Kohaku. If you've been following this series, this is my Studio Ghibli inspired island. This build in particular is not super Studio Ghibli themed at all. It's kind of just a couple of villager houses in the same style as the rest of the island has been. Both of these villagers are not really going to stay on the island, but I did want to get the exteriors ready for when we do find our dreamies in a future hunt. We are getting closer and closer every day to finishing this island, and I'm so excited to share the final product with you. It's honestly one of my favorite islands that I've ever completed, but definitely do like and subscribe if you want to be notified when I do finally post the dream address for this island. But without further ado, let's just jump into the speed build. All right, here we are on the island. I am going to be working on this area to the left of resident services. I kind of want to have it mirror what the houses look like on the right of resident services. There's a couple houses over there that are kind of staggered, so I'm just starting off by editing the water terraforming around this little lake build that we did. This is actually the water surrounding the bathhouse from our Spirited Away build. If you guys didn't catch that speed build, I'll go ahead and link it in the cards above for you. It's one of my favorite builds that we've done so far on this island. But I'm just making a little space here for the second villager house to go, and then I realized that I was probably going to need even more space, so I'm going to make this water terraforming a little bit smaller. I've recently realized that I've made several of the builds on this island a little bit too big, so I'm trying to scale them back just a little bit to make room for some other things. I'm getting very close to the end of this island, as I did say in the intro, so definitely let me know if there are some other Studio Ghibli inspired builds that you'd like to see me do on this island. I know we're going to be doing some Howl's Moving Castle builds coming up soon. I want to do a hat shop, and I also want to do the actual moving castle, which I'm super intimidated and scared to do, but we're gonna attempt it. I kind of want to do something for Arietti, but aside from that, I'm not really sure what else we should do. So definitely let me know if there's something in particular you'd really like to see me recreate from any Studio Ghibli movies. But Tabby had to stop by to teach us how to smile, which coming from her was a little bit creepy because she does have this ridiculous little grin on her face. As I said before, both of these villagers are probably not going to be sticking around for the final iteration of this island. They're just kind of placeholders for now. I do absolutely love Nan. She's such a cutie, but I just kind of wanted to hold out for some villagers that are going to suit our theme just a little bit better. It did take me ages to put all of this dirt pathing in, so I did speed that part up for you guys a little bit. And then I'm just creating a small little landing spot for that waterfall that we have. That area stems from a little rice field that we built recently on stream. And then I'm going to start filling in this area with lots of trees and natural items. I've been loving the pine tree and the evergreen ash in particular for helping me fill in space. I really want these more city-esque kind of areas to feel like a city that's been kind of like reclaimed by nature. So I want there to be really lush edges of the build with lots of trees. I really don't want it to be anything that's going to be minimalist, right? This is a maximalist account. More is more. And then I started to plan out where I wanted the road code to go. I am just loving this custom design so much. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Couldn't be happier with it. The only thing that I wish it could have is like those skinnier little paths so I can make it a little bit more winding, but that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to give it a more winding kind of random effect. So I like to plan out the edges and then I'll fill in the inner pieces once I know kind of how I want everything to go. I feel like that's just a little bit faster. I do still struggle with placing custom design pathing. It's quite a tedious process, but once I mapped that out, I'm going to go ahead and start filling in where I want the actual trees to go. And then I wanted to incorporate this little stump. I actually might change it out for a stunted tree so that it can be like a tiny little stump. I think that would be so cute. I'm so obsessed with the baby stumps. I think they're just absolutely precious. Wanted to fill in that awkward little area there by the water terraforming just to make it feel a little bit more finished, I guess. And then for this area by Tabby's house, I initially was thinking about doing like more of a, I don't know, like rustic tools kind of thing. I had like a shed moment going on behind Nan's house, so I just kind of wanted to include lots of like woodworking or slash tools. I don't know how to describe it, but I ended up kind of flipping the script midway through, and I'm going to create like a little greenhouse. So kind of ignore the tool tool bench and, you know, the stuff that we've got going on there. Oh, hi, Pizza Cat. Pizza Cat needed to add a little meow to the video today. He just really had to say hi to you guys. And it wouldn't be a Foxgrove build without including at least one decoy duck, so we had to plop him over by our little spot of water there because, you know, we absolutely must. This area is not overly Studio Ghibli themed whatsoever, so I did want to include the little suit sprite holding the star fragment there just to kind of include the theme a little bit. Otherwise, it's not really giving me Ghibli vibes at all. It's just kind of fitting in with the general vibe of the island. But here I am trading out those more kind of like tool oriented items for some greenhouse themed items. I really wanted to have like a tiny little plant shop here for whoever we end up moving on to the island. I think it was a lot better than what I had before, but definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Wanted to incorporate a little typewriter kind of as a checkout register. I'm still loving the typewriter as a checkout register. I know that we actually have an antique cash register now, which works like pretty good for that, but the typewriter is just so cute. You know, honestly, some of the OG items before the 2.0 update are still my favorites, if I'm being completely honest. And then for this area up here, I'm just kind of filling it in with a little barbecue for Nan. Not that I feel like she would really be super into barbecuing, but she is just a placeholder. So hopefully whoever moves on will be a barbecue fan. And then I'm just filling some things in here with some weeds, custom designs, bushes, flowers, you know, the usual things that I like to do to fill space. We're getting very, very close to the end of the build here. Just finishing in this area with some more trees. God bless the pine tree. It is seriously perfect. And then to kind of finish this off, even though they're going to be moving off the island, I did want to customize both of their homes just to kind of, I don't know, polish off the build. I think it looks so cute when the houses are kind of matching. So here is what we ended up with in the very end. I absolutely love the effect of their houses staggered like this, and then they're kind of similar design. I think it really adds a lot of cohesiveness to the build, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one and can take some inspiration for your own villager houses on your island. I also wanted to include a little map update at the end of the speed build. So here is what we are working with. You can see we are getting closer and closer to finishing this island. Alright friends, that is going to wrap up this speed build for today. I had so much fun with this one, and I really hope this can help you to have a little bit more inspiration for what to do with your villager house exteriors. I know that they can sometimes be tricky considering we have 10 whole villager houses to decorate in the game, so I hope this helps you in some way. If you did enjoy this video and you're still watching to the end, please do be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload. It really helps the channel out so much, and I really appreciate it. Before we say goodbye, I also want to thank our channel members. Thank you so much for all of the support that you show for the work that I put out on this channel. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you very soon in the next one. Bye!